My name is Karen Morales. Welcome to the Crayon Kids Chat Series. We have a very special guest today. Her name is Olivia Mesa. Yay! Welcome, Olivia. How are you?
I'm very fine.
That's great. Olivia, how old are you?
I'm 9. I turned 10 in January.
Wow, I can't believe that. Oh my gosh. Now, I wanted to ask you, Olivia, what grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade.
Fourth grade. That's great. Do you like fourth grade so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. And I wanted to ask you what your favorite subject in school is.
I really like our read aloud time.
That's great. Well, you have a very great voice for that. You have a strong, nice voice. That's great too. That's wonderful. And I wanted to ask you this question. How is it going this year? Because it's so different than other years. Do you go into the classroom at all?
I go on Tuesdays and Thursdays into the classroom with that, which I personally like better than online.
Yeah. And when you're in there, how many kids are with you? Do you know?
There's usually um 12.
Oh, that's good. That's yeah. I know it would be hard for me to be online all the time too, and I would like to go in, but is it hard wearing your mask all the time like that?
No, not really.
You get used to it after a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's is I know that you're excited to see your friends and things like that. Is it makes it different, right? Yeah. Do you like your teacher? Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
That's great. That's wonderful. And I wanted to ask you, so you go in 2 days a week and then 3 days a week you're online. Is that
Yeah.
correct? That's great. That's wonderful. So now do you get to go outside or go to lunch or do you eat lunch in the classroom?
We get to eat lunch in the cafeteria still, and outside we can actually still play games with friends.
Oh, good. So it's sort of normal. You just get used to it, right? Okay, good. That's really good. So now I wanted to ask you this. Do you have any advice or could you tell, like maybe say me, if I was your age and going to school right now and afraid to go to school because I was just afraid to get sick or whatever, how do you deal with feeling comfortable?
Really, I just like kind of pretend it's normal,
Okay,
and I try to have fun in the safest way possible.
that's great. That's great. And then you might have been afraid at first, but did you get over that? Or were you a little bit afraid at first? Or no?
Not really.
That's good. That's really great. So you go to a great school too, and I know that you have a lot of friends and feel comfortable, and that's one thing very, very important. So that's really good. Now I wanted to ask you then, so your advice to other kids maybe would be just to make sure that they are being careful with other people or just not thinking about it so much and having fun or just try to make it as normal as possible.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. And I wanted to ask you, what would you like to be when you grow up?
Well, I haven't figured that out yet.
I'm sure that there's like lots of things. Is there one thing that you enjoy doing now that you would like to do when you're older still?
I really like to draw.
I knew it. I know that you are an awesome artist and you would be a great illustrator, but you can do so much else, other things as well and stuff. So that's wonderful. You are great. If I were you, I'd take that with you because I know that that's something inside of you that you really love to do, and keep it with you always. Even if you're doing something else, keep that part with you, okay? Because that will make you happy, kind of, or relaxed. Do you feel relaxed when you're drawing and happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am when I'm writing and things like that. So now I wanted to ask you about something. Uh, when you are home, are you on the computer? Are you online for about a long time for school, or is when you go into school, is that a longer time? The days you go into school, is that longer, or is it longer when you are online?
When we're online, like we meet in the morning and then like our teacher sends us off and then like we meet at lunch and then we just keep on working until like the end of the day.
By yourself then, right? Yeah. And then when you're at school, how long are you at school? All day long?
Yeah, we're usually at we usually stay until like 2:20.
Oh, wow. What time do you go in the morning? What time do you go to school in the morning?
We go in at like 7:40.
Wow. That's a longer day than your online day then, right?
That's basically the same time.
Oh. Do you get more tired doing school online or more tired going in?
I get more tired doing school online.
Really? That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's neat though, that you get to do both. You get a feel of both of them and stuff. So now I'm going to ask you a couple of would you rather questions, okay? But I'm going to have a little helper with me. This is one of my new crayon kids. Her name is Hope. Yay! Can you say hi to Hope? Say
Uh,
hi. Okay. Hello. Hello. Now, Hope is going to tell me the questions in my mind, in my ear, and then I'm going to ask you. Okay. All right. You have to get the questions. Okay. Ready, Hope? You ready to ask Olivia? Okay. All right. Go ahead. Okay, Olivia, would you rather go to the beach or go to the zoo?
I'd like to go to the zoo
Ah,
um because
and
I
why?
like seeing because I like seeing all the different animals.
That's great. That's wonderful. Is that what you thought? You thought that you'd like to go to a beach, huh? Yeah. I know. I know. It's hard. I love the beach, but I also love the zoo. Maybe we should have a zoo on the beach, right? Well, like San Diego. So that's awesome. So yeah. Okay, here's another question. Ready? Okay. Ready? Okay, Hope would like to ask you, would you rather sing or dance?
I'd rather dance.
Woo! Did you get that right? Yeah! Are you in a dance club right now? Are you in a dance group?
I do dances every Thursday, like at 6:30 to 7:18.
That's great. That's wonderful. Do you know that your mom is a great singer, though? You know that?
Really?
Yes, she is. You'll have to have her sing to you sometime while you're dancing. So, okay, now Hope is gonna ask one more question, okay? Now this is very important. No other student has had this question yet. Okay. I don't know. That's interesting. All right. Hope wants to know if you would rather read a book or a magazine.
I'd rather read a book.
Wow, that's interesting. That's great. Is that what you thought? Maybe. Okay. Now it's funny because when I was your age, I would rather read a magazine. I just loved, like, I don't even know if there's a lot of magazines out there right now, but I loved reading teen magazine or highlights and stuff like that, and doing all the things in there. And it was fast. It was something quick and fast. But I know that as when I was your age, I liked to read shorter. I loved to read poetry because it was short, you know, and I could get all of the ideas that I wanted to from a short page of it. And so that I could go out and play and things like that, or go out and dance or play the piano and things. But that's funny because I did love magazines. That would be a good question to ask your mom if she, when she was your age, or like when she was a teenager, if she liked to read books or magazines more and stuff. So that's interesting. Okay, now I wanted to ask you one more question. Okay, we have one more question. All right. Okay, would you rather live in a cave in the woods or a tree house on a mountain?
I think a tree house on a mountain.
Woo! How come? Why?
Cause I like tree houses.
That's cool. That's really good. A cave can sometimes be a little scary too, huh? Like
Yeah.
there could be other things living in there with you. So, but how would you fix up your tree house?
Really, I'll just add LEDs in the TV.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Very good. Would you have carpet or, carpeting and a table, electricity?
Just saw the electricity and table.
Yeah, maybe a refrigerator so you could have stuff in there. You can fix that up really great. So that would be awesome. Okay, now I wanted to ask you a question. It's in this new book that we have, and it's called The Crayon Kids. But I'll ask you a question in a minute. Hope is in The Crayon Kids because the Crayon Kids Crayonimals is about endangered animals, and this just came out. You could pre-order it on Amazon, but you're going to get one because you were my special guest today. But this is about endangered animals, and Hope is in here because we're hoping to help endangered animals. Some of the animals on this list have already gotten off of the list, and they are not endangered anymore, which is amazing because that shows us that with hope and with help that we can make a difference. So I wanted to ask you this question right here. I always dedicate it to my students and things like that. And I know this page is hard, but I did dedicate this book to my little dog because my little dog was with me at night, late at night, when I would be writing this book, and she died right before the book came out. So, but she was with me the whole time, and her name was Mulligan, and but I dedicated this book to her. One of the people I dedicated it to. But I wanted to tell you that on the back there's a little challenge. And tonight or today, when you get a chance, your brother or your sister, Mia Mesa, or your brother, Charlie, can look to see if he has one of these too, or if you guys have this. This is the Dandelion Crayon, and he's running away. The Dandelion Crayon was retired or stopped. They stopped making it by Crayola a few years ago. But some people still have the Dandelion Crayon. If you look in your box of crayons and you have it, I would love for you guys to send me a picture of you guys holding the dandelion crayon, and I will put it on my website, okay? Because a lot of people don't have this crayon anymore, okay? So anyways, and this whole book talks about all the things that you can do to help endangered animals. And the last page, my artist even drew, my dog in there. See, there's Mulligan right there. And this is in honor of all the animals that are endangered or that passed away, and then they are extinct, actually, that are no longer with us. But they're so happy because they got to help all the other ones. And here's a secret. Let me see if I can see Sloth. Oh, there's Sandy Sloth right there. Sandy Sloth is named after my mom, and my mom is not here anymore either. She passed away. So all these little secrets are in my book, but you know them, and some kids don't know them yet. But anyways, it's my illustrator. Look, what I want you to do is go through and see the things that my illustrator has done. He lives in Buenos Aires in South America, and he has really used so much color and everything in his illustrations, and so much expression. And you can look through all of that, and he's in there as well. You know, his picture is in there, and he lives by waterfalls, and he lives in the rainforest. It's pretty cool, huh? I want to go visit him and see what's going on over there. So I just wanted to tell you that my challenge to you is to look for the dandelion crayon, okay? See if you have that dandelion crayon. And if you do, I would love to see a picture of it with you and Mia and Charlie holding that dandelion crayon, okay? So that's my dandelion challenge. You're the first one to know about it. And so anyway, so this is the new book. And like I said, it will be out on Amazon in December, but it is on sale now. I mean, on pre-order right now. But I'm going to send you one like tomorrow, or I'll send it off, because I want to thank you so much for everything. But is there anything else you would like to add, Olivia?
I want to say thank you for sending us the book early, and that's all.
Olivia, do you have ideas in your head of things that you would like to do to make the world a better place?
Well, sort of.
Can you share one of them?
Like building like more areas like for endangered species, like that resemble more of like its real habitat.
That's wonderful. That's great. No, and what about people? How can people work together? I know that you have friends and you all work together, and it's like easy, I mean, sometimes it's not always easy, but it's not that hard. And do you have any advice for adults or the world to work together?
Well, I mean, you shouldn't just like look at one person and think like you don't want to like work with them. Like you should just treat everyone fairly.
Exactly. Very good. And maybe understand what they're going through and stuff. I think sometimes people don't understand what another person is going through, and that's called empathy. And I know that you know what integrity is, and integrity is doing the right thing when no one else is watching. And I know that you know that. And empathy is thinking about others and what they're going through. We used to have a saying when I was little, to walk in another person's shoes. And that doesn't mean to just give them your shoes. That means that if you walked in their life for a little bit, or you shared, or you understood about what they were going through, then maybe you would think differently. So I think that I have hope. I have hope that the world will be a better place. Do you think so? Do you think it's gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna believe in you. So, but Olivia, you just keep hanging in there and doing your best and being happy. You're a leader, and keep having integrity and empathy, okay? And compassion. And you have wonderful parents and a wonderful family, and I know that you're going to change the world. So keep on doing great, okay? So Olivia,
Okay.
thank you for being here today, and have a beautiful day, and you take care of each other, okay?
Okay. So